Well, good morning, everybody. It's another day. Coffee time with Jeffy Bear. Yeah, uh, things are a little better today. I'm all right. I'm a little frustrated, but not frustrated with. I'm frustrated with stuff I don't know, and the frustration comes with technical stuff. Had somebody write me, and they said they've been trying to send me money through PayPal. My PayPal account's not working. I did check it out the other day, and my address seems to be wrong or something. Like, it used to be at paypal.me/JeffyBear, and now it's at JeffyBear. Somebody a couple of days ago said they did me a favor. They said, and they put something up there for free, saying that people can get contact with you if you just hit at JeffyBear. I checked it out. It worked. It came right up my page, and I was like, okay, that's beautiful. But ever since then, people have sent me money, and I don't know how they've sent it. So I've tried that. I put down paypal.me/JeffyBear to this one person, and it doesn't seem to work. I don't know. I put down at JeffyBear. That doesn't seem to work. So I don't know what's going up. So what I might have to do, and I've tried to do it this morning, that's the frustrating part, trying to change it, maybe change my PayPal account or change my password or something. I'm finding it difficult to do that, but I'll check into it later, but I'll get it done. So hopefully, nobody has a hard time sending me money or whatever. And thanks for the effort. Okay, on that note, let's move on. Yeah, I think I said the other day or something, this is just a black coffee cup, put a sticker on it, voila. Yeah, I'm not into merchandise either. The only reason I'm selling stickers at $5 is because the company gave me some for free, and a lady on Chrome's channel gave me some, and I sold them. But I still have some left. So yeah, and some people have reached out and stuff, and yeah, that's fine. Okay, the other thing is, I'll tell you a little bit more about me, why I'm here, because somebody mentioned it yesterday, just one person, but why did I come from Ontario to BC? Well, years ago when I got sober, I ended up getting sober in 1980. I worked at a recovery home in Ottawa. I really loved what I did there. I started off volunteering. I had to be sober for 2 years before I could work, and I ended up working there for like 6 years. I ended up becoming I don't like titles, but assistant program director. And yeah, I worked there for a while. Things were getting a little rough. Things were changing, government and stuff, and we couldn't do it the way we were doing it before. We had to get a little bit, a little bit more professional, I guess. Anyways, the person at the time that was running it felt a little bit bombarded by all these changes, and he didn't like them, and he thought that he was losing what he started years ago. So we talked and stuff, and he had to go to a meeting. I told him, whatever you decide, let me know, and I'll back you, right? So, anyways, long story short, he went in, he got frustrated, he walked out, didn't see him for months. He just quit. Didn't really leave me holding the bag, but left me holding the bag to a point of, I believed in what he was doing, and I followed. I believed in what he was doing, and I thought that's the way it should be, and it shouldn't be changed. Anyways, they offered me the job, and I had to turn them down, man. That was a life-changing thing to me. I felt lost. I felt whatever. I had nothing to fall back on. It wasn't the highest paying job. It wasn't really high paying at all. but I love to do that. I love to help people. So, anyways, long story short, that crashed. I've talked to him a few times after that. Like I said, I was lost a little bit. I was still sober, but yeah, I was a little bit lost because that was my everything. That was my dream job. That was like, yeah, till death do us part job. And yeah, I didn't go that way. Anyways, years go by. I met him a few times, talked to him a few times. He used to be a driving instructor in Ottawa. So I talked to him a few times, and you know, he said he was coming out to Vancouver, and when he came back, he'll talk to me again. And you know, I told him how I felt about it all. Anyways, 2 years went by. He never called me back, actually. And then I found out later on that they were getting something going up here in BC. And I thought, you know, that was the last thing I was thinking of. But I knew something was missing in my life, so I just love helping people, like, you know. I guess that's my calling. Anyways, things weren't going good in my life, like family. Like I crushed my heel, so I was limping around. I had a dog who really helped me through that, really did. And my family wasn't talking to me. My sister was, but at the time, but her husband was getting a little annoyed because she wasn't at home making him supper. She was out helping me. No, I thought that was stupid and foolish, but hey, you know, sometimes that happens. So I didn't really have anything going. And then my kids decided, I had one daughter that was just trying to get sober. She was on methadone. She couldn't talk. She had like marbles in her mouth every time she talked to me, and she'd fall asleep in front of me. So I didn't like that too much. My other daughter, she was just having babies. And yeah, everybody put me on hold, said they didn't want nothing to do with me. So I said, okay. So I'm sitting there, and I decided, I found out that, you know, they're having a program, starting a program up here. I thought it would be the same as it was back in Ottawa. So they said they'll fly me out, and I could work there I could work there. It wasn't a paid job because I was on my insurance, so, but I could volunteer or whatever. So I said, sure. Though I decided to phone my kids, and I said, listen, I know you said not to call you. I'm just telling you that this time next week or 2 weeks from now or whatever, I'm going to Vancouver. One of them said, when are you coming back? I said, I'm not, ever. I'm staying there. Because I thought, again, following my calling. Anyways, that part, they called me, well, in a couple of days they started calling me, talking to me and stuff like that. So we patched some things up. I sold everything I owned, car, furniture, boat, motor, everything I owned. Hopped on the plane. I had a fly rod and a suitcase. Eventually I sold my fly rod. Anyways, I came here. I started to work. Everybody was happy I showed up. Well, not the clients, but I mean the people supposedly were all happy I showed up because, you know, because they knew I knew the program, and they knew, you know, I'm pretty, I work well with people. Not everybody. If you don't want to change stuff, I don't work well with you. If you do want to change, yeah, it's easy going. Anyways, long story short, the guy that ran the place, he changed. He basically gave up. He should have quit, but he didn't, in my opinion. He basically just gave up, and, you know, just became a freak show. No rules, no this, no that. I had a hard time working under those conditions. I told them all the time. I was very open, saying this is not okay. You know, like, we can't be doing this. This ain't working. Because I didn't know what he was doing. One minute I say something, and the next minute he says something totally different. So it was like, you know, it's like that old story, you know, mom and dad, you know, if you can't get what you want from mom, go to dad, you know, type deal. And that's basically what it was. So anyways, he made bad choices, in my opinion. He gave the program over to people I didn't think could even wipe their butts. And then the person that took over from the people that couldn't wipe their butts was one of the parents. and I don't think he can wipe his butt either. Uh, yeah, the place went to hell in a handbasket. Um, I was kind of disappointed and stuff, and I was hurt, and things were happening, and I just couldn't accept it, and so I went to the priest because we were affiliated with a church. I went to the priest, told him, he was alarmed, and finally they did something about some of the stuff. But yeah, and then I sort of like walked away. I just said I can't work this way, and I can't live this way, and yeah, and I just had a heart attack and stuff like that, and you know, oh yeah, I sort of like jumped ahead, but my dog I had to give rid of it because I went in for a visit or an appointment, and they found out that I had problems with my heart, so they kept me in overnight, or they kept me in for a day or so, and yeah, I had stents put in my chest and stuff, and yeah, so that's why I had to get rid of my dog. So that's why I don't want an animal. Okay, so now back to Vancouver, and I met a girl through church. She used to be married, had a few kids, but so I met her. We got together. I basically sort of like bombarded them. It's like I'm not at that. I'm not working at the thing anymore. I basically sort of like moved in with them on very, very short notice. Yeah, and then 10 years later, we're at this point, and a lot of that relationship was great, beautiful. Near the end, though, I don't know. I believe, well, I'll put it on my shoulders. I believe I changed. Not sure what I wanted, or yeah, I just wasn't feeling right or something. You can't change people, so I just felt like, yeah, because I am who I am, and I look at things a different way, and I'm sorry, I look at things like the recovering addict way sometimes, and as trying to help people sometimes. I look at it that way, so it's very hard for me and difficult for me sometimes to keep my mouth shut and my thoughts to myself, but I know you have to do that. So anyways, that didn't work out too well. I do at times have the tendency of blowing up or trying to be forceful and trying to get my point across when I'm dealing with people that don't want to listen or don't seem to want to listen. They think it's their way or the highway. So yeah, I was told not to call, so I said okay. A few months went by, and I bought my van. I started living in that, and yeah, and I try to do things to change things and make it more pleasant. But I don't want to go to RV parks or camping places I got to pay every night because I don't have that kind of money. So everything went. I thought it went to shit. Pardon the expression. I thought everything went to shit, but it really didn't. Actually, I think they grow mushrooms or something and shit. So, something beautiful came out of it. This. Yeah, I think this came out of it, and that's one of the reasons why now, and I've had people help me along the way, but that's one of the reasons why now I live this lifestyle, because I can't afford to live in Vancouver. I can't afford to pay rent, so this is bought and paid for. The only thing I have to pay is my MasterCard, because some of it went on that. So yeah, other than that, this is bought and paid for. Everything I got here I own, and everything I own is in the van, and I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff along the way. So yeah, it's getting less and less. So this brings me to here, and this brings me to this lifestyle, which I love dearly, because I don't have to answer to anybody. Maybe that might be a cop-out to some people. Well, yeah, that'd be nice if you didn't have to answer to people, but no, I don't. I can just live my life, because you know what? I looked at a lot of things. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I just want to live my life in peace. I know I don't have much time left. Yeah, I don't want to be doom and gloom, but I know that, I mean, we're all going sooner or later, but I know with my health issues and stuff like that, and my oversized and everything else. I know I probably ain't gonna live to 80 or 90. If I do, thank God. But I don't know if I am. So I'm a little bit of a gambler, so I'm sort of like betting that I got a few years left. Hopefully I make it to 70. So just say if I make it farther than 70, great. So I got to do some things, so that's what I'm doing. So the reason I'm leaving Vancouver or BC, it's lovely here, but my family, the only family I have left, is sitting in Ontario. One daughter I'm not talking to right now, but eventually I'm sure we will talk, and 2 grandkids from her, and another one that I do talk to, 4 grandkids from her. So at least I'll be in the area so I can visit my grandkids, make some long-lasting memories, and make some long-lasting memories and visit parts of the country. And I'm really looking forward to spending some time. Like, I got 6 grandkids, but the one that's really interested, my grandson Durham, he wants to drive around with Papa, so I go camping and go see how I live. So so gotta make room for him. And so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much where I come from, or why I'm here and why I'm going back. And I still can't go back until they say okay. I still can't go back till they say okay, so I'm staying fast here. And that's why the outdoor stuff lately, because it's just like, well, it frees up my mind, and it gives me clarity. What you see behind me and stuff is beautiful. And part of this is beautiful too, but it's also got junk all over the place because people are assholes and they don't like to pick up their shit. And I don't know why, because this stuff could all be going someday. I have a fear that they're going to clamp down on people like us that want to live van life or want to travel more than stay at home or stay put. I think it's going to affect us sooner or later, and that's what bugs me. Again, something I found I love to do might get upheaved and turn around and might stop me from doing it. Just like my counseling job, just like helping people. But from what everybody here tells me, I'm helping a lot of people, and I see that when I read the comments. And a great encouragement, and I thank you very much. You're you're telling me stuff, you're giving me suggestions, and they're suggestions I can accept, suggestions I can because they're not forceful. They're not like, hey, I really don't have many bad comments. I know other people do, and I don't. And the thing about the thumbs up, thumbs down, that's all because I don't care what people, I don't care if you give me a thumbs up or give me a thumbs down. But if you're going to give me something negative so people can learn stuff, explain why. That's fine. And if you're just an asshole like I used to be, there's no explanation. I understand that. I know there's people that are going to hate the fact that this big fat guy, makes videos, and people send him gifts, and his van's all spruced up or whatever. They're not going to like that. I understand that. I was at that state of life too. I was miserable, and it doesn't matter what anybody did around me. I was miserable at them too. So, other than that, my life is great. It really is. When I say it's great, oh yeah, it has its ups, it has its downs, but it gives me an opportunity to sit here and look at myself. And I'm not dwelling on the past. The past is the past. It's way back there. I can't, half them people, well, I got 2 daughters and 6 grandsons. All the rest are dead, gone, or they're not in my life. So I'm not worried about that. And I'm not worried about, how I grew up or whatever. That's all been talked about, forgiven about, looked at, dissected, everything. It's like I say, what you see is what you get. This is the end result of years and years of working, looking at myself, trying to help others, trying to help myself. That's what this is. this is the result right now as today, and I'm happy with it. And yeah, I'm not giving up, and I'm not backing down. And I will still say what I think I need to say, and I will stand up for myself and rights of other people. You know, yeah, it's just, that's all it is. And for all the people that are suffering silently, or they're having a hard time, I pray for you, and I hope that, like I said, just a little bit each day, baby. You know, I don't want to say too much, because you guys ain't like me. I'm a stubborn old fart, man. They told me, when they left me out with my heart, they said, you go home, rest, and whatever. I mean, I took a ride to church, that day with stitches in my chest, and I had to hold a little heart pillow so when I coughed, it didn't, my chest didn't rub together like that. So yeah, I went to church. People are looking at me, what the hell are you doing here? Go home. I said, Dad, I don't want to go home. So that's the kind of guy you're dealing with. I got a head like I tell that to my daughter. She's got a head like a cinder block, just like her old man. Some shit don't get in there, and I got to really look at it, balance it, because it seems like I've made a few mistakes, we all have, but I don't want to make them same mistakes over again. And, I really, like, you guys out here really amaze me. Guys I met physically, or met men and women that I met physically, see them, talk to them, have coffee with them, sit beside their van, and you people out there, you guys amaze me. You really do. For the longest time, I've been told that a lot of people out here don't understand, but I mean, I'm telling you, really, from the bottom of my heart, people I've met here are more solid than some of the friends I've had for years. I don't have many left. So they're more solid than that. And I don't know if you guys realize, like, people like Mark, I met him a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. People like Jared, about a week, 2 weeks ago. My friend Nancy, same thing. My friend Bobby, same thing. The only ones I've known a little bit longer is, just started talking, was Emmy, and then Joseph, and Chrome. And Gus in the Bus was around the same time as Chrome. But yeah, that's like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That's it. The rest are just like, they've been in my life all the time, but I just met them. And that's the thing that really blows me away. There's good people out here, and the van life community sits together and does whatever. Anyways, on that note, I think that's it for now. I've talked too much again. I love to talk. Anyways, okay. I love yous all. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And yeah, let's just try to get along. And hopefully this crap we call COVID comes to a somewhat end. I don't think it's just going to go away, but come to a somewhat end, so we can get on with our lives and do what we like to do, which is travel and see the country and enjoy ourselves. Anyways, I love yous all, and I'll work on that PayPal thing. If anybody has any suggestions, that's fine too. Yeah, I'm just trying to, I think it might just be easier for me to just change my PayPal thing. But, and I'm pretty sure people, whatever, will be able to send some stuff or gifts or whatever, Anyways, I love doing this just because I love doing this, and this helps me, actually. It really does. Obviously, some of you, as I said, I'm getting more comfortable behind the camera, so I ain't running for mayor or nothing, though. Okay, I love yous. Take care. Peace. And enjoy part of the scenery here. Beautiful out here. Yeah, that right there used to be the old ferry dock near Squamish. It's one of them. Anyways, until later, take care.